This hour, a presentation of Southwoods Assisted Living. For assisted living at its finest, it's Southwoods by Joe Taylor Ford, Route 257, Seneca. Go see Joe at Joe Taylor Ford. By Platts Back to Basics in Titusville, reminding you to always hire local contractors. Platts Back to Basics. And by Tub Liners Unlimited. Old bathroom this morning, new bathroom tonight from Tub Liners Unlimited. At 5:30, it's 75 degrees. The weather after the news. News coming up right after this.
Summer is sizzling, and the deals are hot at Joe Taylor Ford in Seneca. Go see Joe for a new Ford F-150 or Ford Escape.
Stop in and register to win a Pittsburgh Baseball Fun Pack consisting of 4 tickets and souvenirs to an upcoming game. No purchase necessary. That's right. Pick up a brand new Ford Focus or Ford Fusion this summer. The deals do not get any hotter. Route 257 in Seneca.
Platts Back to Basics Home Repair and Remodeling reminds you to always hire local contractors. We're the ones you know and trust. We've been your friends and neighbors for years. We live, work, raise families, and pay taxes right here. At Platts Back to Basics, we've been serving the Titusville community for over 25 years. Call us today for a free estimate. Platts Back to Basics, 827-1958.
Call Tub Liners Unlimited today and say goodbye to your old, outdated bathroom and say hello to a brand new bathroom in just one day. A custom-made bath liner can be installed over your existing tub or shower with no mess and no odor in just one day. With our many Tub Liners tub and shower styles and color options, you're sure to find the perfect match for any decor. You can even customize your bath or shower with a multitude of accessory choices. At Tub Liners Unlimited, we use the thickest material in the industry, and we can beat any competitor's price. Call us today toll-free at 1-800-977-9892. Old bathroom this morning, new bathroom tonight from Tub Liners Unlimited.
Here at Sheds Direct, we do custom building, just like my granddaddy's granddaddy used to make them. Special orders don't upset us. Our sheds, carports, and furniture are made to last. We work with Gold Star, Carolina Carports, Weaver Barnes, and our own board and batten. We make it affordable for any family with our rent-to-own. We want to be your shed builder because we are the best in town. Stop by and see us on Route 19, just north of Waterford, next to the Circle K.
5:34. Good morning. 75 degrees in Titusville. Details on the weather forecast for Titusville and vicinity coming up right after this morning's news. Well, the Pleasantville Community Festival is in full swing, and as you can see, there were some kids last evening at Pleasantville High on the hilltop having some fun. The slide there was one of the big attractions. I like this little guy trying to, whoop, oh, I can get there. There you go. Okay. Now, that's coming up. I got a feeling coming down is going to be a whole lot easier. Now, how did Mom say to do that? We turn around this way. Oh, we're going to do it backwards. Look at me, Mom. I am so cool. I came down backwards. And as you can see, his GBS Television red balloon kind of bouncing up and down there in the foreground. And this guy decided to come down more the conventional way. This was one of the more popular stands last evening, the lemonade stand. Lots of people got around carrying lemonade. Of course, the GBS Television Good News Express on the scene last evening. And we gave away a lot of balloons to a lot of kids. We appreciate people stopping by to say hello and talk for a little while. Lots of fun people last evening at the community festival. Everything continues this evening. The Midway and everything opens up at 6 o'clock. The 5th annual car cruise-in will be at 6 o'clock. The Pleasantville Prison will be open. The Pleasantville Prison, and that's one of those things, what, for a buck a minute, you can put somebody, you know, your wife, your husband, your mother-in-law, your son-in-law, put somebody in prison, buck a minute. It's all for a good cause, and that's all part of everything. Also, karaoke will be this evening from 6 to 9, and EJ, the DJ, will be there with all of that. And, of course, the GBS Television Good News Express, again, will be on the scene this evening. We'll have balloons for all the kids. And we only had one last evening of a little one that came back with the lower lip sticking out and tears running everywhere, and her balloon had gotten away. It had headed for the great balloon heaven in the sky. And we assured her that we had lots more balloons and we could get another one in purple as I remember, to match the first one. So a lot of fun. Thanks for bringing the kids around, and thanks to the kids and thanks to everybody at the Pleasantville Community Festival for their hospitality. But Janie and I both enjoyed the evening. 5:36, it is 75 degrees. Well, the Pennsylvania State Police have now identified the woman that was shot to death by a member of the Oil City Police Force on Tuesday evening. It all started Tuesday evening about 9 o'clock when officers were called to a home in the 400 block of Central Avenue in Oil City. When officers arrived at the scene, 68-year-old Marilyn Elizabeth Peterson of 401 Central Avenue pulled out a large kitchen knife and at one point threatened to kill herself with that knife. As officers continued to try to talk to her, she turned and wielded the knife, coming at the officers using what was called a slashing motion. And at that point, one of the officers fired the fatal shot. They say that Peterson was treated at the scene by members of the Oil City Fire Department, then transferred to UPMC, where she was pronounced dead by personnel there. The Pennsylvania State Police out of both out of Meadville and Franklin are conducting the investigation. Calling in the state police in a case like this is standard operational procedure, and they take care of the investigation anytime a local police officer is involved in a shooting. The investigation is continuing in Oil City. 5:37 and 75 degrees. The weather forecast coming up in just a few minutes. State police out of Corey investigated an accident that took place on Route 8 in in Centerville Borough. They say that 79-year-old R.M. Clark of Centerville was traveling south on Route 8 when he fell asleep at the wheel, began to drift off the southbound lane. He hit a mailbox, continued another 65 feet, and finally hit a utility pole. They say that Clark nor his passenger, Gene Clark of Centerville, neither one was injured. They say that Clark is being charged with careless driving. State police out of Corey are investigating a couple of retail thefts, both at Walmart on Route 8 North. They say in one case somebody got away with a Gateway computer monitor, some car wash, motor oil, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, donut hole, shoes, carpet cleaner, and some men's clothing. Total value $720. Police say that they're asking for help. Anyone that might have information, please contact the state police in Corey. They're also investigating another retail theft. In this particular case, somebody removed an iPod from the package, concealed it in a shirt, and left. They say that a woman from Grand Valley is being accused. 5:38, 75 degrees. Well, today at the Titusville Community Cafe, they're serving pork and sauerkraut. Volunteers from the Titusville Area Hospital Auxiliary will be serving. Next week, it'll be turkey tetrazzini. And then we get into August, and we'll have all that information for you probably sometime next week. 5:39, good morning. At the moment, we've got 75 degrees. Let's check the weather forecast for Titusville and vicinity. Today's weather being brought your way by Oil Country Federal Credit Union, the Titusville community's only locally owned, locally operated financial institution, Oil Country Federal Credit Union. Sunshine today, high today 90. Clear skies tonight, low tonight 70. Sunshine tomorrow, high tomorrow 90 again. On Saturday, could see some thunderstorms. Now, we're still calling for thunderstorms, but they've taken the severe warning out of there now. Also, for those of you planning on being in Pleasantville for the Summer Festival Parade, that starts at 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. We're calling for thunderstorms on Saturday, mostly in the morning. And then the longer the day progresses, the probability of rain decreases. So thunderstorms in for Saturday, low 65, high 85. Mostly sunny on Sunday, low 60, high 80. Partly sunny on Monday, low 65 and a high of 80. Yesterday, the rain was weird where it hit and where it did not hit, and that's why we tell you this time of year you can get a thunderstorm where you get drenched here, and a half a mile away the sun never disappeared. I was at the Pleasantville Festival getting our trailer and everything all set up, getting the express all set to go. I left there about 1:30 yesterday afternoon. You could see the black. You could see the storm front coming in from the west. And I left there thinking we're going to get drenched, and I had to go from there to our affiliate in Oil City and stop there, and then the home in Cherry Tree. And I didn't get, I don't think, to the Shamburg Church when all of a sudden it cut loose and it poured. And I mean, it poured all the way into Oil City. I made my stop there, headed for home in Cherry Tree. About the time I got there, it was starting to taper off. I talked to my Janie at her office on Main Street. She said it was pouring there. At the fairgrounds in Pleasantville, never got a drop. Absolutely none. Janie and I were headed out, going up Fieldmore Hill last evening, heading out there 5 o'clock, I suppose. And all of a sudden I looked around. I said, it hasn't rained here. Not a drop. I talked to someone at the fair that came in from Brookville yesterday, said it rained on them all the way in until they got to Pleasantville. Nothing there. Anyways, 19 away from 6, 75 degrees at GBS Television, Channel 3, your community channel in Titusville. That's news for this morning. I'm Jim Gross. This morning's news being brought your way by Southwoods Assisted Living. For assisted living at its finest, it's Southwoods. By Joe Taylor Ford, Route 257, Seneca. Go see Joe at Joe Taylor Ford. By Platts Back to Basics in Titusville, reminding you to always hire local contractors. Platts Back to Basics, and by Tub Liners Unlimited. Old bathroom this morning, new bathroom tonight from Tub Liners Unlimited. 5:42, and again we have 75 degrees. Good morning, Titusville.